Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another week of story time. I'm Mr. Garrett, and we're gonna get started with our weather forecast. So you can get your weather felt pieces ready, and we'll do the weather together. We had some rain recently, a lot of storm clouds, but Thursday morning this week is supposed to be sunny and a little cloudy, not too much. So you can put your yellow sun up in the blue sky, your green grass down here, and maybe like one or two clouds, white puffy ones, but still hopefully plenty of blue sky. And we have our tree, and of course it's summertime. So what do we have on our tree? Leaves, yes. You can get your green leaves out. You can put those up there on the branches. And that's our forecast for this week. So look outside the window and see if the weather forecast came true. If you see some blue sky, if you see some clouds, maybe look at the clouds and see if they're a certain shape. And as the weather changes today and tomorrow, you can move your felt pieces around. All right, now we're gonna do our story. All right, so the story for this week is called Because. It says score by Mo Willems, performance by Amber Ren. That's a little different, right? We usually have author, illustrator. This is just kind of a funny way to say it. Because score and performance are two words that have to do with music, which is what this book is about. So if you look closely, we have some musical notes. We have our main character down here, the girl who's being the conductor for the orchestra in the back. And we're on a stage. Let's see what this book is about. Ooh, we have more musical notes in here too. Yeah. Special thank you to Hyperion Books for letting us read the book today. This is how it happened. Because a man named Ludwig wrote beautiful music, a man named Franz was inspired to create his own. Oh look, so he's listening to Beethoven's music, and he's taking inspiration, and he's thinking of his own ideas, making his own music. A lot of times that's how music is made. It kind of builds on what comes before it. Because many years later, people wanted to hear Franz's beautiful music. They formed an orchestra. A group of people who play an instrument together. Wow. Because a man had practiced since he was a kid, he was asked to join. Oh, look. So he's practicing his instrument. Can you tell what instrument it is? See that? It's a violin, yeah. So he's practicing in his house. If you look really closely, too, you can see a picture of him as a little kid with his violin. It takes a long time to learn how to play an instrument. It takes a lot of work. Because a woman studied night and day, she too was asked to play. Oh, look, so she's playing some drums. She's doing her practicing. Because many others loved and practiced their instruments, there were enough musicians. Oh, look, so many different kinds of instruments. We have, this is a bassoon. Look how big that one is. It's a cello, much bigger than a violin. A French horn, and you know what this one is? Flute, yeah. They all make different sounds that go together. Because someone created a poster about Franz's music, tickets were sold. Ooh, so this is not a musician, but she's another kind of artist, and she's making, she's designing what the poster's gonna look like so people notice and come and see the show. Because the train conductor stopped the train at the Grand Concert Hall, the orchestra conductor arrived. Ooh, there's the conductor, and there's the train conductor. Oh, so I'm sensing a pattern here. All different people who are community helpers, people who are doing different things there, helping the show happen. Because the orchestra librarian had copies of the score. Ooh, the librarian. The score is the written music, how the people can read the music. The orchestra rehearsed. Ooh, rehearsed, another word for practice. Gotta get ready before the big show. Because workers checked the lights and the seats and swept the floors, the grand hall was ready. Ooh, more community helpers who are helping the theater get ready. So they're making sure it's nice and clean and everything's working, all the lights are working. Because the time had come, the ushers opened the doors. What are the ushers? They're greeting everybody, saying hi to everybody. Because someone's uncle caught a cold, he's sick. Someone's aunt had an extra ticket for someone special. Ah, so I wonder who she's gonna ask to the show. Yeah, our main character, the little girl. Oh, so she got to go to the show. Because the usher helped the aunt and her special guest, they found their seats. And because everyone was there to hear beautiful music, it was quiet. Oh, she's sitting right there. All right, our orchestra is ready. They're taking their seats. Okay, let's play the music. Music! Whoa. Look at that. Have you ever actually watched an orchestra play music together? It kind of feels like this. You just kind of see it. They're just sitting there for 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, like, all this beautiful sound comes out. It is kind of magical. In row C, seat 14, sat the girl with the uncle's ticket. She is. She heard the beautiful music written by the man named Franz, and it changed her. Oh, how do you think it changed her? She looks the same. Ah, look. She's flying. Well, she feels like she's flying. But girl was changed. Oh, so it changed something in her heart. She fell in love with the music. From that moment on, the girl learned everything she could about music because it fed her. So it didn't feed her food, but it fed her like ideas and like happiness and inspiration. Soon she started to write music too, because like Franz, the young woman had something to share. So she's doing the same thing. She's taking music and listening to it, and then she's thinking of her own ideas and doing new stuff. And over time, the woman became very good because she worked very hard. Look, so she's a conductor herself, and she has another orchestra. And one night, her music was discovered because she was also very lucky. Yeah, there's a guy over here. Never know who's listening. Then she was invited to perform her music at the Grand Concert Hall because so many people wanted to hear it. Look, that's her music. Her composition was dedicated to the uncle in row C, seat 14. Right there. Because it was his ticket that brought her here. Aw, it's our uncle. Glad he's feeling better. Looks like he's not sick anymore. And that night, someone else was changed. That is how it happens. Ooh, so let's follow the notes and see who we're talking about. All the way down there. Yeah, as another kid who heard her music and maybe will learn to be a conductor someday too. Composer. Let's see, the end. And now we have all this music back here. All the notes. Maybe this is something. Maybe this is some music that the character wrote for her composition. So if you have your little packet, we're going to do a little activity together. If you don't have one of these, you can just get a piece of paper and some crayons, and we're going to make a little activity together. Alright, so in your packet this week, you have a big piece of paper with a red X right here. So if you don't have this, you can just get a piece of paper, and if you have a red crayon, you can just mark an X down in the bottom right corner, like this. I figured we could make a map of, like a road map of a journey that we could go on. So you think about where you would want to go. And I'm going to do an example of going to the beach. We're going to have all these stops along the way, thinking about what we would need and which helpers we would need to make our way to the beach or to wherever you're going. So first, I'm going to just kind of do something fun. I'm just going to act like this is kind of like a treasure map. I'm just going to roll the sides like this a little bit. If you want to do that too, feel free. Just going to roll it up like this. And then on this side, roll it up like this. This one looks kind of old and people have used it for a while. Even tear it a little bit. There we go. So this is our treasure map. So first I'm gonna draw the beach over here, just so we know where we're going. And you can draw whatever destination you have. So maybe you're going to the rainforest, or maybe you're going to the a park, maybe going to your favorite restaurant, or maybe you're going treasure hunting. Maybe this is just like a spot where there's going to be treasure. Or the zoo, or the aquarium, somewhere you would like to go. Alright, so that's the beach. I'm gonna draw a few waves here. I'm gonna color the ocean blue. Cool. That's the beach. And we're gonna start way up here in the top left corner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a road right here. A little parking lot. There we go. Draw a few lines down the road like this. Cool. So this is our map, but we have all kinds of things that we have to go on our map. So maybe put some parking spots there. So if we're up here, maybe we had to stop at the store. So maybe we ran out of sunscreen, and we want to make sure that we have sunscreen for the beach. So the people working at the store can help us. They can help us find the sunscreen, and they can help us at the register. Pharmacy. There we go. So we stopped there. So someone needed to be working at the pharmacy for us to get the sunscreen, and someone needed to build that building in the first place for us to stop there. Maybe there are workers working on the roads, make sure the roads are nice and safe and the potholes are filled. So maybe you can make a worker right here. Let's see. A little construction hat and a little orange vest right here. There we go. And then, let's see, so we pass them while they're fixing the road. And maybe we are hungry on our way. We gotta pick up some snacks. So maybe we can stop at a little seafood place right here. So I'm gonna write seafood up here. Here we go. And how did the seafood get there? Fishermen had to bring it there. Yeah, so because someone went fishing and brought the fish there, and then someone studied how to be a chef for years, they ended up opening a restaurant that we could stop at, so we can get some food to bring to the beach. All right, now we made it to the beach, and now we need someone working the lifeguard stand, right, to keep us safe. So because someone built the lifeguard stand and then someone's working there to watch over us while we're swimming, we're able to go to the beach. So many things you can think about. All the things that you can put along your map, and think about everything that people had to do to make that thing happen, and all the stops you'd have to make along the way. So whatever your treasure is, whatever your destination is at the end of your road on your map, think of all the things that you had, that you needed on the way to get here. So I hope you enjoyed that activity. So next week we'll be back at the same time, 10:30 on Thursday on our YouTube channel. We'll have a new book that we're going to read called Arlo Draws an Octopus. So we're going to do some fun activity with this too. So you can stop by the library starting today to pick up a little packet of materials, and we'll do that next week. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. If we have some nice weather, hope you get some fresh air. If it's raining, hope you find something fun to do. And stop by the library and pick up some books, say hi, get some of our learning bags, and hope to see everyone really soon. Take care, everyone.